Those Damn Ross Kids is a podcast for adults, and the opinions expressed do not reflect the opinions of our employers or even ourselves. We'd like to hear from you. Give us a call at 419-528-TDRK to leave a voicemail, and we just may play it on the show. So it doesn't have a furnace. It has a boiler.
Are we good?
Is it like a cauldron?
Are we good here?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a cauldron.
But can you make like soup in it?
Where are you going with this?
I don't know. This isn't like an intro. This isn't the intro I had planned.
Are you done there?
I'm riding the...
You're making me nervous.
Chris, I'm riding the fadaz, all right?
Stop touching that. It's yours. You bought it. But you're making me nervous.
It's my thing. I want to make the show sound good, Chris.
I understand.
Are
we good, though?
I need to ride the fadaz.
You got to give me the go.
Chris, I'm so sad. Okay, I guess we're okay.
Awesome. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Do you want to start the show?
Yeah.
I'm a little bit... Oh, no, sorry. Let's just go.
You got to start talking about something else.
Okay. Let me adjust your levels.
How was your day at work yesterday?
It was bad yesterday. It was real bad.
You look like you're still tired from it.
Yeah, no.
Because you open your eyes wide.
It's what you learn by working in that kind of environment is that people are simultaneously lazy and completely hostile towards any attempt at communication.
That's sort of what I learned from this show.
Yeah.
Those Damn Ross Kids, a conversation between brothers, featuring Chris and Cole Ross.
You got to give me some room to work. You can't just have your eyes half closed and say, "So we're going to record, dude."
Just leaving it crazy, you know?
Yeah. Pep up.
Hey, Chris, what episode is this?
This is episode number 56 of the Internet Comedy Podcast, Those Damn Ross Kids.
Ho, 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 and a Merry Christmas to you. It's a podcast for you.
Merry Christmas to you, Kole.
Merry Christmas to you, Chris. Hey, we got it all messed up. Chris, we need to stick to the script. I don't do well with adaptation.
Well, you missed it.
I missed what?
You didn't say what you normally say, so I had to say it.
Okay, you had to bring us back on track.
Yeah.
You had to bring us back onto the Polar Express.
Oh, no. I'm not digging the Christmas episode, to tell you the truth.
No. Do you just want to break it out?
Normally, I'm a fan of timely references and themes and puns, but Christmas,
it doesn't feel like Christmas.
Every
Christmassy.
year Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas. Yeah. So maybe we should just quit it.
I'm no longer 5 years old, therefore none of this means anything to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh well. Hey Chris, what episode is this?
Again?
I figured you would want to do that again since I kind of botched it. But I guess we're okay. I guess I don't know.
What is your problem?
Do you just want to tell us a story or something?
Are you stoned?
No, I'm not. I don't do that. Can you tell me a story real quick?
Are you all right?
I'm fine. I'm fine.
You don't seem normal.
Oh, I'm
Did
good.
you pop an eardrum?
No. No.
You suffering from chronic vertigo?
I'm okay.
Your nose looks bigger than it usually is.
Chris, tell me a story. Tell me a story, please. God.
I'm just going to get my single Christmas story right out of the way, okay?
Okay, all right.
The New Zealand House of Worship, named St. Matthew's in the City Church, has again rolled out a provocative billboard in time for Christmas. Their latest, showing the Virgin Mary covering her mouth with one hand and holding a positive pregnancy test in the other. The church says the billboard is aimed to avoid the sentimental and trite and spark thought and conversation. St. Matthew's has caused controversy with numerous provocative billboards in recent years. In 2009, their Christmas billboard showed Mary and Joseph in bed with the tagline, "Poor Joseph, God was a hard act to follow."
This place rules.
I might go to New Zealand now.
That's great. So wait, so they're under fire for this?
Yes, and the story was brought to us by News 3 of Auckland.
Man, you are really, really working out of your comfort zone on these sources here.
It isn't it, though?
Yeah, no, that's good. I like that. Did you just like go and pop like New Zealand news sources into your Google reader?
No. Blasphemous billboard is what I searched.
I get up every day. I check my emails, and then I search for blasphemous billboards. It's nothing. No big deal. I like that though.
It's not something that's going to spark conversation between you and me. It's not. It did avoid the sentimental and trite.
It did, yeah. No, I like the
on the surface. It's just funny. I wanted to share it.
Yeah, I like the idea of let's really take this agenda and let's push it. Like I like Jesus like dressed up like an American troop, and he's got an RPG on his shoulder, and he's shooting Santa out of the sky. And he's like, ho ho holy man. Yeah, that's what Jesus is saying, because he's a ho ho holy man.
Yeah.
He kills Santa with a rocket.
Jesus hit the mark. You not so much on that one.
Well, Chris, I mean, we're workshopping this year. That's what these sessions are about.
It's interesting, though.
Yeah.
I hate to see it.
Yeah. A kid opens up a big Christmas gift, and his eyes are full of joy. This is going to be hard to depict in one panel. Maybe it'll be like an animated. Eyes are full of joy, and he opens up the top of the box, and inside there's a baby Jesus of his own that he has to raise. It's like, Merry Christmas, son. This is a baby for you.
No, it's home ec at Catholic school.
Chris, if it was home ec at Catholic school, there would be 5 of them.
Oh my God. They would all hate themselves.
Oh, God. So guilty. So guilty.
Let's backdoor that.
Let's fast track that through the back door.
Yeah.
Let's get that up there. Okay.
Let's backdoor that. Get it right into the bloodstream.
Chris, I would be much more comfortable with that phraseology if you didn't intensely lock eyes with me when you said it.
I didn't say I want to backdoor that. No, that is what I said. I get it.
Okay.
No wonder you're uncomfortable.
There we go. I'm just telling. Okay, I'll stop.
Completely justified.
I didn't mean
squirming
it.
here.
I'm
sorry.
Okay. All right. I'd rather you mean the things you say. That way we're all special. Hey, Chris.
I don't know how you smile and grimace at the same time.
I'm backing away slowly on this roller chair.
Way to go.
We are in roller chairs. That's probably what
in a haunted house, apparently.
Chris, it's the Ghost of Christmas podcast. Okay. A 13-year-old British girl is getting national attention. International attention, rather, since we're not in Britain. Wouldn't be national. After asking Santa to bring her, quote, the real-life Justin Bieber. The consequences for failure? The little girl will kill Santa and then, quote, hunt down his reindeer and cook them and serve their meat to homeless people on Christmas Day. Hey, little girl, you're doing it right. You rule. Keep it up. Keep doing so good.
I asked for the same thing. Bring me the head of Bieber.
We must make an example. Is that a star on top of your Christmas tree, Chris?
No, that's Bieber head.
That's the head of... Bring me the head of Bieber. Okay, no. All right.
No, Gargamel.
The girl said that she was mostly joking and that she was just angry because she wasn't going to get all the presents that she wanted that year. Chris, I think that as a matter of policy, and from this point forward, we should withhold gifts from kids so they do awesome stuff for our amusement. This is crucial to the survivability and viability of this podcast. Bring me the head of Bieber. I will cook the reindeer, Chris, and I will feed them. Not only is she metal as fuck, but she's philanthropic as fuck. She's going to feed those homeless people. She was going to feed
the homeless people. Yeah, selfish philanthropy.
Chris,
which is not what I do in the shower.
I always get onanist and anophile mixed up. They're two very similar words when you write them out.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. I just figured that I generally confuse epilepsy and resistance.
Oh no. Let's back away from that as quick as possible. Hey, Chris, pick up. I need to make a note for future reference. You have switched over to index cards.
And you're trying to read them.
No, I'm not. I can't read upside down, and I can't see from that far away anyway, so.
You can't do a lot of things.
No, I can't. Because I'm a man who's defined by his limitations and by the knowledge thereof.
You just make me assume. I don't know. Here's a story for you. The University of Vermont's chapter of the Sigma Phi Epsilon fraternity has been closed after a survey surfaced online asking fraternity brothers whom they would rape. The university said its investigation into the matter will continue and will likely take several weeks to conclude. A representative for Sigma Phi Epsilon is quoted as saying, Sig Ep, what a douche, Sig Ep will strengthen its efforts to provide college men with education focused on respect for women and the development of healthy interpersonal relationships. He then added, bitch, this bong isn't going to fill itself.
I avoided bringing this story on because it just makes me sad. Like, I had like whole rants planned out. It was like, hey, bro.
Hey, bromine.
Hey, brosif. Are you holding? Oh, God.
Brosif.
I only went,
There? I only went there.
in the course of my college education, I only went to one fraternity party.
Only one you were invited to.
I wasn't even invited to it. It was just me.
It's worse than I thought.
We pre-gamed it, and we wanted to go on the prowl. It was a nice autumn night. Bunch of people, so we walked up to the University Village, and
Just as zombies.
as we were wont to do at the time. God, this night of hanging out is trite.
Sans
No.
lady friends.
No, and so we walked in. I forget even what fraternity it was. This is off of the campus of my big state school that I went to.
You brought quiche, right?
Well, mini quiches.
Mini
Chris. That
quiche.
way it's easier to share.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And it ended up being busted by the cops. And that is the only time I've ever jumped through a hedge to avoid being arrested.
It's the only time I've ever cried while blowing a policeman. It's the only time.
So
Normally I giggle.
my first. So I say that only to underline like how little experience I have with fraternal orders, with Greek life. But does this surprise anybody that they would say that? Now my question is, are they talking about like people they interact with? Because I read these stories, I read a bunch of them. I got very upset. And I started looking around. Were these like girls that went to school with them, or were they talking about like, oh, Scarlett Johansson, I would love to commit awful crimes against her?
Does it matter?
I mean, it's terrible, but I think that, you know, let's establish some kind of clear and present danger here. Were they like drawing up blueprints? Were they saying, okay, you're gonna hold the ether rag, and
No, it was just like who would you?
yeah, who would you like to do that with? Assuming, of course, that consensual sex is completely off the table for you.
Whose dreams do you want to haunt? That's the title of the survey that I put together.
Whose life do you want to ruin? Yeah, no.
What therapist would you like that check made out to?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no. It's fucking. Because
It's who would? Who would?
here's the thing, and this is what always kind of like weirded me out about frat life and things like that, about that entire thing, because there's this notion that, hey, if you go to our parties, you're going to get wicked laid. Like, you know, if you come to Sig Ep, you're going to get your dick wet, right? You know? And inherent in that is this idea of there's this coven of people that they bring in, of these girls who are just like bait to be like, hey, tramp, walk around here and just, you know, get, you know, put out. That way you feel it's just this whole exploitative kind of fucking latently homosexual, binge drinking, fucking sex crime committing awfulness.
You're gonna dip your wick at a candle making party.
Yeah, you're gonna dip your wick like that? Go ahead and set it on fire, you fucking
Why are you so mad about this?
I'm mad because it's violence against women.
We
It
talk
upsets
about
me.
our imagination and how we think things should be and what we would do in any situation that we talk about. So what's the matter? What's the matter with these guys?
I think, in reality, what's the matter with them?
Because they use the word rape?
They wrote it. Well, yeah, they wrote it down and they got caught. That's really all they did wrong, aside from all the awful acts that they internalized. But this is if this is what they wrote down and this is what they systemically kind of establish as hey, this is cool behavior. What goes unsaid? Right? I'm not trying to be like a Mr. No sense of humor about this guy, but
what if the survey was like, who would you violently persuade into semi-consensual intercourse?
It would still be awful because it's still it's still semi.
Because I'm so confused by the sentence that I said, it would be over.
It would just be I would put down. I would just regurgitate the name of everybody I knew.
I wouldn't. These fucking pop-ups. That survey just wouldn't have been answered. It's annoying. I don't know.
The internet's so weird now.
It is.
It's so weird, Chris.
You're not in a very tolerant mood this evening.
I'm sorry.
You're really not.
No, it's just I saw this story and I batted it around in the back of my head and I did more research on it and I decided I wasn't going to bring it up.
So you
on
think
the show.
about what you're going to say.
Does my general cadence and my presentation belie some kind of non?
You just said that you think about what you're going to say.
Yeah,
well, that's a huge difference.
It's a huge difference between you and me. Yeah,
Gus.
no, but I guess. No. So I guess what I'm saying is all that stuff that I just said is the reason why I didn't pick this story to bring on here. Because to me, it's not funny, and the things that I said were not funny,
and everything that you said made me wish that I didn't bring it up.
Yeah, no.
Because the story is funny.
I mean, yes, it's funny and the Schadenfreude, these guys are so just fucking stupid and they deserve everything they get from it. It's funny.
Well, it's going to take Campus Police several weeks to figure this one out. This is a brain buster.
It has the name of
That's
everybody.
why I picked it. I figured you would latch on to that.
Latch on to because I'm so fixated on time frames.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't know.
That actually had no relevance in my mind, but it's good to know that you're punctual.
Speaking of time frames, Chris, a cable guy in New Jersey was on a routine call working in the basement of a house when he heard a growling noise behind him. He turned around and came face to face with an 800-pound black bear. He escaped unharmed, but so did the bear. Now, the bear had been spotted earlier that day in the neighborhood, but nobody really did anything about it. He was tranquilized, but took a while to go down because of his large size. He managed to walk several blocks and then fall asleep on a trail. So, speaking of time frames...
The bear or the cable guy?
They hit them both just to be safe. Yeah.
No, fell asleep on a trail.
He has no home.
The bear or the cable guy?
Both. They're migrant creatures.
Neat.
Moving from town to town, slinging coaxial cable, bringing Skinamax to the world, Chris. You know what? You can't watch Boardwalk Empire without the cable guy.
I can't watch Boardwalk Empire anyway.
Okay.
Because I don't do that.
Right. I just wanted to say something from popular culture to put on the show, so I could sound hip and with it and establish some kind of time frame.
Try harder
for this. No. I guess what I'm saying is, hey, we're just going to see this bear in this New Jersey neighborhood, and we're not going to do anything about it. Let's get Stephen Colbert on this case, right? He's the only person who can get shit done about bears in this country.
So why don't you throw a Taylor Swift in there?
What's the relevance? What does Taylor Swift have to
all
do
these
about
pop
bears?
Culture references?
No. Stephen Colbert is terrified of bears.
I know.
Okay.
You lump that in with the Boardwalk Empire
Okay.
and the Stephen Colbert and
Yeah.
New Jersey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With you think this is on the Jersey Shore?
Yeah.
With Snooker? With Snooker and the reconciliation?
Snooker
yeah.
and Bocce, yeah.
Yeah. Snooker and the reconciliation?
I don't know what that is.
Okay. That's his name, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, the lead reclamation.
Tell me a story.
The story actually answers a question for us. Something we've been talking about, something we've been searching for.
A common thread.
Not a common thread, it literally answers a question. You probably read this one. Police in Oklahoma arrested a woman on charges of attempting to manufacture methamphetamine inside a Tulsa Walmart. Did you read this?
No.
All right.
I'm just picturing some kind of like, how many kid stories revolve around like, and he was locked in the toy store all night and he had to, he had the run of the place, but it was a scary situation.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing that, but with white trash. Continue.
Shopper Alicia Half Moon. That's her last name.
Is she Native American?
You can look into that however you want.
Is she Indian? Because they're crazy about the crank.
She's white trash.
Okay.
The scabs on her face don't lead me to believe anything. She's 45 years old. She grabbed ingredients from the shelves and mixed chemicals inside the store. While speaking with some of the firefighters on the scene, she stated that she was attempting to obtain these chemicals and was in the process of trying to manufacture methamphetamine. However, she said she was not very good at it.
If the fire department gets called in your meth lab, you're awful at it.
This is the best part.
Stop it.
After Half Moon spent more than 6 hours inside Walmart, loss prevention officers alerted police. When an officer confronted Half Moon at around 6 p.m., the suspect had allegedly just finished mixing a bottle of sulfuric acid with starter fluid, thus answering the question, that's where they're getting all this acid.
It was right under our nose all along.
Yeah. At the time of her arrest, Half Moon had managed to round up meth ingredients including lithium and chemical drain cleaner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So she was making that happen.
So she was just making laps, picking up whatever she needed.
She went to the meth store.
Walmart. They can have that. They can have that. Walmart, your one-stop meth shop.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she was just making laps. Let's hit up.
Do you want to talk about a place where little girls have body image issues? It's at the Walmart in the Build-A-Meth section. It's a sub-franchise of Build-A-Bear. Make-A-Meth.
Make a. You clean up that meth in there, boys.
Mommy, where are you? I was at the Make-A-Meth kiosk.
Just making laps. Hit up the pharmacy for some pseudo. Hit up the housewares for some strike anywhere matches.
Just getting my stem engraved at things remembered.
My stem.
Yeah.
Oh, on your pipe.
Oh, of course.
On your device for snorting or for smoking methamphetamine. Things remembered. That's in malls, Chris. That's not in Walmarts.
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Are you working on something? Have you got a deal on the books?
Wow. Personalized pipes, yep. Make-A-Meth.
Make-A-Meth. So, yeah, that's where they're getting that acid. Sulfuric acid. Can you just buy that?
Let's call them.
I thought that you'd had to go through, like, high school labs and stuff. No?
I guess not.
Man, in one chemistry class, I accidentally leaned over a beaker of hydrochloric acid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucked. It really sucked.
Why?
Well, because of the fumes. It got up in my nose. It made me see white.
Did it really?
Yeah, it's
Waft.
awful.
You gotta waft.
You gotta waft it, but I leaned over. It was like to take notes or something, and it messed me up.
Or you can breathe directly from the bag. Whichever
you want.
Whatever you want to do.
Whichever you want, Chris. Hey, Chris, do you want me to play us a voicemail?
Yeah. I mean, sure, okay. Who's it from?
This one is from longtime listener and established superfan Karlo.
Long-time listener, full-time life changer.
Yeah, no, he has illuminated our lives with the light that he shines.
You guys share birthdays. I
We do.
learned that on the Facebook.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, use that information against him. Let's do that.
All we need is his social.
Hey, Karlo, can you do us a favor? Okay, call us again. No, I'll play this and we'll react to it in real time.
Hey, Chris. Hey, Kole. Thanks for putting on an awesome podcast. I had a short Christmas story that I want to share with you guys. So, when we were living in California, we would have big Christmas parties with all my cousins and uncles. So my uncles would like to play a joke on us where they would switch our Christmas gift with the males and the females. So me and my cousin would get Barbies while my sister and her cousins would get, like, Transformers or something like that. So on Christmas morning, we would trade our presents back. But then my sister and my other female cousin would fight over who got the white Barbie instead of the black Barbie. So do you guys have any Christmas stories you guys want to share with us? Thanks again.
Thanks so much, Carlo. That was very nice of you to call us and let us know, sharing that little piece of wisdom. If you would like to call us, you can drop us a line at 419-528-TDRK. And I want to establish an initiative here. I would love it if you drunk-dialed us. Hey, those damn Ross kids. Yeah, I'm so sad right now. No.
Do they have to talk like Chucky from Rugrats?
If they want to.
Is that the kid? That's the name of the kid?
Yeah, that's the hi.
Okay.
Hey,
Gotcha.
hey, Tommy.
Yeah.
I'll bring Reptar over here. Reptar's the dinosaur.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
It is interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I like how our like all of our cultural touchstones are late 80s, early 90s.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon,
Yes,
yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Well, you know, also like My Cousin Vinny and all that stuff. You know, that was funny last
Marissa
time.
Tomei won an Academy Award for that.
I know. Yeah, cultural touchstones from the early 90s.
That's a relevant and real movie.
Yeah, it is. I know.
Yeah.
I wasn't diminishing My Cousin Vinny in any way, Chris. You know this.
Sounds like you got mud in your ties.
No, okay. So Carlo asked us a question. That's an interesting story, Carlo. Although I really resent everybody trying to race bait us. You know, black Barbies, white Barbies, they all the same. They all be playing,
but
right?
You're missing it, and maybe you're not. Maybe you got it. Maybe you're just baiting me now. But he didn't say which one they were fighting over.
Right.
They were fighting over them.
Yeah, but who got one?
But
or
who
the
wanted were they fighting over the white Barbie or were they fighting over the black Barbie?
I don't know, Chris, because all of my Barbies, and I had many, they were all factory defects, so they were transparent. They were like the Visible Man, but only, you know, ladies. They were transparent Barbies. No, but that's a good story. I don't know, like, if we have any... Oh, let me stop doing that.
Stop being a fit. You are off tonight.
Am I?
You're fidgety. You're touching stuff. You're clanking and cracking things.
I'm so sorry.
Your eyes are half open.
I'm so sorry, Chris. I just want to make you happy.
You're gonna get the Black Barbie Award tonight.
Chris, don't say anything award, because then I would just have to make it the title. No, I don't know if we have any stories from us in particular. I mean, I can talk, it's like the grand tradition of trying to convince a kid that the thing they really want for Christmas, they're not going to get it. Like that whole thing. But really, all of my Christmases have been like, hey, I want a video game. And then I get the video game. So, oh well.
Yeah, that's pretty much how they went.
That's it.
Yeah, there was just Cole wants this or Cole wants that. Cole gets this, Cole gets that.
Yeah. It was great, right?
I hate Christmas.
Because you never want anything.
I don't want anything.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So it's a very enlightened perspective.
But you want
Chris.
everything.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't have it.
And like in recent years, I've told Mom, I'm like, just buy Cole everything that he wants and forget me.
Yeah. I mean, give me all of Chris's gifts, too.
Yeah.
That's all I want. All I want is what you have.
Oh, Cole wants everything I want. And
Yeah.
I don't want anything.
Okay, cool. No, so I don't know. I mean, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Carlo, but I don't think we do. I mean, it's just not.
It's been pretty normal. I mean,
yeah.
The rest of the year is pretty messed up, but Christmas has been pretty normal.
Yeah, it's
You
fine.
know, like the normal stuff. I mean, the bizarre things would have come from like our dad's side of the family as far as Christmas goes, in a sense. Just because it was in such parody of the normal Christmas ritual that we had on our mom's side.
Yeah,
In the sense, because like we were the only grandkids, and just you and me, you know. I mean, at the time when we were kids, we were the only grandkids.
Yeah.
So we got showered with lavish, luxurious gifts. And then we went to the other family, and they had like 30. And so there were gift exchanges and divides, and there was, you know, very generic and general gifts given to children.
No, but it was just different realities.
I don't even know. Poker change and nicotine patches.
Yeah. It's all good memories.
What are you going to do?
It's all good memories.
It's just different.
Yeah, it's just different. It's not a judgment call.
Like when Carlo moved from California to Hawaii.
Yeah, no, when he moved from like paradise to paradise, that was fun.
Yeah, sucks to be you.
Hey,
man.
yeah, it's awful. We really resent you. Hey, Carlo, can we crash at your place for like ever?
That would be neat.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? Bills due. All those hours of comedy we gave you. Yeah. Hey, Chris, tell me a story.
The ad reads, help wanted, hours flexible, pay good. Those with a morbid fear of doctors need not apply. The ad is to recruit surrogate patients to help train future medical professionals. Most are healthy, but are given a script to follow in portraying a certain illness in order for doctors to be able to learn how to treat patients when they're in medical school. More lucrative pay goes to the patients who teach the more sensitive male and female genital and breast exams. Why the extra pay? Because these professional patients are specially trained and the exams are more invasive. Women who teach the breast and pelvic exam are paid $40 per student and can expect up to 8 pelvic exams a day. The men who teach the male genital and rectal exam make $30 per student and can expect up to 12 prostate exams in a day. It should be noted that back in the 1970s, medical schools around the country relied on prostitutes and the homeless as subjects in the male and female exams.
No, that's an interesting. Like, do you know about the long history of postmortem photography? Of like students in med school like posing next to dead homeless people.
No,
It's like doing actual like serious photos of them like in like funny poses, like dressed up in suits and their lab coats and things like that. Just like reenacting the entire score of HMS Pinafore with like 16 dead homeless men.
What?
I'm just
What was the first thing you said?
HMS Pinafore.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a musical.
I don't know what that is.
I am the very model of a modern major general. Yeah. Okay. I'll stop that.
Buster?
I don't even think I know that it's the same composer and lyricist who did those two, but I don't think Modern Major General was from HMS Pinafore. Same guy though.
This sounds like an immigrant job to me.
Like an immigrant song?
No, like an immigrant job. Just getting your butt fingered like 12 times a day.
No, it has relevance to Christmas. Just go into the doctor's office and have your ass be a stocking. That's awful.
What a great job to have at Halloween.
Cut up this butt. Carve up this ass.
No, it has nothing to do with that. Like the thing where you stick your hand in the bucket of needles and things like that. Probe this prostate. Tell me what's inside there.
Does this feel enlarged to you?
Does this feels like a micro machine? Feels like
Wasn't that a Jackass
12-pack of micro machines.
in the bubble pack?
Is that a DeLorean? Wow, he's good. That's going to be a good doctor. That's going to be a real good doctor.
That's going to be an amazing.
He told me what kind of
doctor.
micro machine it was.
Just by palpating the region, Chris.
Yes, he did.
Just by palpating the region.
Yes, he did.
Does $40 per pop seem low to
I didn't
you?
even know it happened. He distracted me with a safety pop. He's good.
The
He's
one,
good.
The
He's
one
good.
with a little loop for a stick?
He's safety pop.
Yeah. So you don't choke?
Yeah.
Yeah. I never got that.
Don't put that anywhere.
Don't put that anywhere. Nowhere.
Ooh, it's lime.
Oh, God. No.
He didn't tongue it. No, the safety pop. He tongued the safety.
Oh, God. You're getting me tonight, Chris. You're getting me. But we established I'm off. So.
But you're easy, though.
I am so easy.
Yeah.
We record for like 4 hours, and I just cut out most of the laughing that I do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, man.
You got anything in that,
In that vein.
that $500 piece of glass you're holding?
Yeah. I like how you went from laptop to cards, and I went from cards to iPhone. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Can we go somewhere on a magical journey aboard some kind of dirigible to the general area that the natives refer to as
Yeah, okay.
I love how many episodes have we been doing that for? Like 30?
Well, I
need
just
to go
gave
back
in.
and see when the
I gave in.
first
You see me
episode-
holding 2 cards. They're both science own stories. So
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Jesus. Okay. Now, scientists in Japan are designing special collars for wild monkeys in the forests of the Fukushima prefecture, the region affected by the tsunami and nuclear disaster that happened earlier this year. These collars will feature a dosimeter, an altimeter, and a GPS tracking device, and will be used to determine the extent to which the region has been irradiated. Now, you have handed me a card. And let me see here. This is for next episode that we're recording a little bit later on today. And the title on top of the card, H2, Microwaved Monkey Meat. Chris, I mean, this is a great, thing. It's not disruptive to the monkeys. It's not, it's not a problem really. But Japan, have I got to tell you? You have like a wicked bad history with irradiated animals. And I don't know if Godzilla's still around to help you with the aftermath of this thing. So why are you just staring at me?
That's never their fault.
What do you mean?
The Japanese, it's not their fault any of this happened.
Okay.
The radiation.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I mean, it was God, if there is one.
Well, the first time it happened, it was because Truman was too much of a chicken shit
to mount a land war?
To Sam Kinison back to school rant. And...
What?
Don't you remember that?
Am I remembering the same movie as you?
I think you might not be.
Oh, okay.
No, it was the...
Was it Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield?
Yeah, Back to School.
Was he a professor?
Yeah, Sam Kinison was.
That's absurd. They might have cut that out of the Comedy Central version, and that's the only...
They probably did. We'll watch it. It's on Netflix.
Okay. The whole thing?
No, it's never their fault.
I love that
they're
movie.
Irradiated. But these monkeys, what are we doing?
They're going to be there anyway. They were doomed from the start, Chris.
What are we doing?
Okay. We could either sink a lot of money into sending humans out there, with special devices, or we could just pop these on some monkeys and set them loose in the wild to hop and frolic and lose their teeth and fur and become monstrosities.
I would love to say that I would love to open up this Pandora's box, but I would undo the buckle on the box, the ribbon.
Yeah.
And then a mutant monkey would eat my face.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
you
what
don't
Pandora's
do this.
box is here?
You're putting monkeys in an irradiated environment? What do you think you're going to get?
You're going to get a lot of really sick monkeys.
No.
They're going to be there anyway. Well, what are you going to get, Chris? What are you going to get? Tell me.
Freakishly large and strong monkeys.
Yeah, and Godzilla's going to be nowhere. They're fucked. They're done for.
Do you have any idea what this is going to do to the zoo's budget? They're going to be ripping tires off of the ropes.
Chris, iron bars won't hold them. They'll just use their eye razes to melt them. Chris, they can turn iron into vapor and then turn that vapor into shards and send those shards at the guards. All right? We're done. Good night. No,
I don't know. I think it's a dumb idea.
Okay.
I think it's stupid.
Can we continue in the science zone? I think it's whatever. You're gonna snap some sensors to something.
Yeah. Here's an example. Okay. Of just bad things that happen when things just mutate.
Okay.
And move. Strep throat may be causing much more than a sore throat among children. The powerful bacteria could be triggering a host of neurological problems, from obsessive-compulsive disorder to nervous tics, anorexia, and hyperactivity. Millions of U.S. children develop strep throat each year, and most cases are quickly cleared up with antibiotics. But some kids suffer pandas. Yeah,
they turn into pandas?
Pediatric, autoimmune, neuropsychiatric disorders associated with strep. Pandas.
That's the most adorable name for something horrifying I've ever heard.
Yes. Parents have used the word possessed. Their sweet, wonderful child turns into a monster seemingly overnight. Studies have shown that strep antibodies bind to brain cells and can cause excess dopamine production, which is often linked to neurological problems.
Yeah, dopamine, it's your reward chemical. You hear a text message and you open it up and you read it. Oh, you get a a little bit of a spurt of dopamine in you.
How long
you know?
ago did you read the article you're regurgitating?
I just know this, Chris, because I'm a very smart and informed person.
You want to fight about it?
I do. I would. Let's
You
throw
seem
it
like
down.
you want to fight about it.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Who knows?
So strep throat.
I've got pandas. I've got pandas coming out my ass, Chris.
Sorry, Jenny McCarthy. It's strep throat.
That's true.
Sorry.
Whoops.
Yeah, not vaccines.
Yeah, not vaccines. Vaccines could probably help this situation. Oh well. No.
Ones that kill her.
Yeah, she is kind of ruining our herd immunity and imperiling the future of our species. So yeah,
And infecting the
screw
View.
her.
Such a delightful show.
Is she on the View?
No.
Okay,
When
thank
she is
God.
on the View.
When she is on the View,
Yeah.
spreading her poison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck her. Really don't like her.
But you would, right?
Well, yeah, I'd hate fuck her.
So you're mad about the fraternity brothers for what reason?
It should be consensual. But she was like, Cole, let's throw down.
Really? You think really?
If it was consensual, it's like, Cole, let's throw down. Let's do this thing.
Your
She's
word
fucking
against
Skeletor.
It's your word against hers. No, if you bang her with a vacuum, it's different than banging her in a vacuum.
Oh man, no. I guess what I'm saying is you can have angry sex with somebody, just not sex that's motivated by anger. Two entirely different things.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. What about displeasure motivated by fear?
No, it's one of those things where like you're a little kid, you swim in the wrong pond, you get some kind of spirochete or prion that gets into your head, and all of a sudden you're a different person. It's crazy.
How do you get a kite in your nose?
It's a parasite, Chris. Oh man. Hey Chris, since we're talking about medicine, can I take us to a different place?
What place is this?
To the pages of CNN Health Asks.
Oh God.
Okay,
Which, by
Chris.
the way, I heard that the how long should I be mourning my horse got big laughs.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
From who? Who'd you hear that?
People.
People? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
People be knowing.
People be knowing. People be listening. I like that. Tell them to write in. I want to know. Okay, Chris, so I'm going to ask you some questions, and I want you to answer them. All right? Are mood swings a sign of depression?
No. Who cares anyway?
Chris, that's apathy. My thought is, depends on which way the moods are swinging. If your moods are swinging far, far down, yeah, that might be depression.
Or, no.
Yeah?
No, I prefer the Victorian definition, as that anything mental means you have the depression.
you got melancholia. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're a woman, you're
You have
hysteric.
a Smashing Pumpkins album. That's nice.
If you're a woman, you're hysteric. You gotta get a cranked up vibrator down there to get out those womb demons. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Uh-huh. Let me ask you another question, Chris.
Let's let some blood with an anal pair.
Let's get that strap on from 7. Okay. When should my baby see a dentist?
Tomorrow.
When he got teeth.
Yeah, I mean...
If your baby
Are these questions or are these riddles?
your baby comes out with a fully formed mouth of teeth, yeah, that's bad.
It happens.
That's bad news. That's what the ancient Romans called a portent or an omen. My daughter can turn her eye inward at will. Should I worry?
Her eye?
Her eye, just like whoop, it's back there. Taking a look at my noggin, give him a noggin again.
She can turn one eye back.
Turn
in her
one
head.
eye all the way back in her head. No big deal.
Sounds like a broken slot machine to me.
Oh man, you know what's funny? On the back of your eye, another eye. The front set's the different colors.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is.
No, it isn't. Pull yours out. No. Oh.
See?
Yeah.
All right. Could first grade traumas cause PTSD?
Were you a first grader in Serbia? Where? With Slobodan Milosevic, Dad?
Your first grade teacher?
What is the...
I'm sorry, I can't complete your skill ring because you're not ethnically pure.
No, I won't bury the rabbit. Bury the rabbit.
I won't bury the rabbit.
I'm not going to bury the
Stop
rabbit.
it, I don't want to. And Chris, finally. What drives a mom to kill?
A car.
This has been Those Damn Ross Kids.
So, Chris, some homework for the listeners. As you heard, there was a phone call this episode. Thank you so much, Karlo. Again, if you would like to call us, we really like it when you do that because it gives us something to talk about. Gives us lets us know that you're out there. Lets you guys feel like you're a part of the experience, a part of the show, a part of the magic. So that number is 419-528-TDRK. It's not toll free, but guess what? The podcast is. In general, you can go like us on Facebook. We're approaching 100 fans here pretty soon, and I think that that's wicked cool. So our 100th fan probably going to get some kind of treat, figure something out for you there. But that is facebook.com/thosedamnrosskids. In general, you can email us. That is thosedamnrosskids@Duckfeed.tv. And most of all, I think most importantly, you can go to iTunes and leave us a review. Just give us a little search there. That helps people find the show, and it makes us feel good. Is there anything I'm missing, Chris?
No, I think that you pretty much covered it.
Cool. Good night.